What's up? My name is Eric Butler. This channel is called Report and Opine. I am back and from Fistful of Dollars by way of MSN. And I like to use the MSN homepage articles from time to time because that really gives you a good glimpse into the agenda and the narrative they're trying to drive home. And in this particular case, it's very clear that they want few things more than for gay, if not complete transformer, to be the normal default position, which it just is not. They say his coworker thought he was gay and befriended him. When she found out he wasn't, she was offended and accused him of preying on her. So this woman made a friend at work and is offended that he wasn't gay. How did we get here? He started a new job. The original poster, OP, is a 33-year-old who started a new job 6 weeks ago. During these initial weeks, he made some close connections with other trainees, and they, of course, have to break this down like a kid's book and sneak ads in between every single slide, but we'll continue. He made some new friends. OP particularly grew to like Monica, aged 33, and Yvette, aged 26. OP says he always found it to be easy to make friends with women as they were incredibly engaging and inquisitive people. So they're kind of setting it up to make him seem like a nice guy, but of course, that's not going to last, even though maybe nice guys finish last. Anyway, I don't know. They had a good friendship. Yvette is heterosexual and Monica is a married lesbian. They both talked about their dating and relationship experiences, but OP did not share his relationships. And that is enough to trigger one of these women, for him to not say, I guess, as far as the LGBTBBQCIA collection cult is concerned, you're supposed to start every conversation with, what are your pronouns and who do you like to have sex with? And since he didn't do that, she is offended and believes he was preying on her. He didn't mention his sexual orientation, because why would you? I mean, first of all, you can assume most of the population is straight, no matter what the media wants you to believe. And secondly, when you're at work, that's probably not the first thing you want to bring up. Because had he said, oh yeah, I was at the bar all weekend knocking down shorties, then that could have been considered sexual harassment as well. So it's a rock and a hard place. It's a catch-22, if you will, right? You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. It kind of reminds me of that clip that went viral a couple of weeks ago of the they-them pronoun person in a bar saying that they, them, z's, him, zer was mad that somebody asked their pronouns. It's just through the roof. Ridiculous, different point. Moving on. He didn't mention his sexual orientation. OP says he was not keeping his sexuality secret and that his relationships were just normal things that were not exciting for a conversation. Fair enough. He occasionally mentions his previous relationships, but he always referred to them as my ex. He did not specify the gender of his ex-partners, as it seemed unnecessary to do so. Plus, OP says he never once mentioned his sexual orientation. OP shared an instance where Yvette asked him to comment on people he thought were attractive in the workplace, but he said he didn't feel comfortable having that conversation in the workplace, which is correct. And had he done that to her, again, he would have been in line for the sexual harassment suit, no questions asked. He went on a date. Oh boy. Fast forward to today, and OP went on a date. He had a great time. The situation took an unexpected turn when OP casually mentioned his successful date to Monica, the married lesbian, and she apparently doesn't have a problem with it. Yvette happened to be present. She wasn't participating in the conversation because she was preoccupied with her phone. Things took a turn. The following day, Yvette distanced herself from OP, prompting Monica to express concern. Monica came over to see if everything was okay and told OP to go talk to Yvette when she returned. Oh, that's not a good idea. She felt as though she'd been preyed upon. So the fact that a man talked to you at work, you didn't say he asked you out, you didn't say he did anything appropriate. The simple fact that he wasn't gay made you feel preyed upon. This is absolutely through the roof. OP discovered that Yvette felt a sense of unease, suggesting that the omission of OP's sexuality was a breach of trust. And that's what they want, of course. Not only do they want you to jump through hoops, but they want everybody to lead with their private business. Oh, I'm pronoun ze, zim, zer, they, them, she, her. I'm pansexual, gender fluid, all this nonsense. That's what they want you to lead with now. And when a regular person chooses not to, it makes you feel preyed upon, even though I can basically assume that if he had done that, he would still be in line to be called a predator. If he comes out and says, yeah, I'm a big straight guy, how do you like me? That would have been inappropriate too, so you can't win. She believed that the personal information she shared may not have been disclosed had she known they keep calling this guy OP, I guess, original poster. Anyways, she believed that the personal information she shared may not have been disclosed had she known that he was straight. Yvette used words like praying and feeling preyed upon, indicating her discomfort with the situation. So she's mad that a guy she talked to at work isn't gay. I mean, you can't make this up. I guess you could, but the truth is oftentimes stranger than fiction, as they say. He tried to explain. He quickly withdrew and explained to her, but she didn't listen. Then he sent HR an email to explain himself to avoid any workplace problems. So he has to send an email to human resources because one of his coworkers is mad that he's not gay. Mind-boggling. He discussed it with his other friend. When discussing the matter with Monica, it became clear that she did not assume he was gay, but instead characterized his behavior as evasive. Or just, you guys are workers. They literally said they've been working together for 6 weeks, so I don't really understand the need to start sharing all of that personal information with somebody that you haven't even, that you just met 6 weeks ago. Even if you were hanging out every single hour of the day at work, 6 weeks may not really be enough time for you to feel completely comfortable telling your ridiculous. He says he is not worried about any office drama because Yvette hasn't mentioned anything to anyone else, but he still feels bad. And now he's a chump for even feeling bad about the whole thing. But that's what they want from you. They want you to bend over backwards and jump through hoops and completely capitulate. And no matter what these people say, you should apologize, even though as soon as you do that, they smell blood in the water and ask for an apology for the apology, and then the cycle continues. He felt bad about what happened. He says Yvette is a good person, and he detests the notion that he was being predatory in her eyes. And so he feels bad. He says she's a good person, and bro, stand up for yourself, right? Like, if you're not gay, they certainly shouldn't be afraid of you because you seem like an absolute pushover loser. Disclosure is optional. He asked Reddit whether he was in the wrong in this situation, and several Redditors sided with him, saying he was not wrong. Most Redditors support the idea that disclosing one's sexuality is a personal thing that you shouldn't have to point out unless you want to. And trust me, some people really want to, but that, of course, is a different story. The accusations of OP being predatory are deemed to be completely off base. So I guess the Redditors, as they say, are a little bit sensible in this particular situation. And here's a little bit of explanation about this Fistful of Dollars website that this is pulled from. And of course, have the beautiful POC wheelchair girl to make sure that they're all on the level. But my point is, this is insane. Woman makes friend with man at work. He doesn't immediately say he's gay or straight. She finds out he's straight. She's offended by that. He thinks that she's still a good person, even though, as far as I can tell from where I'm sitting, she seems like a completely narcissistic, weaselly little woman. He thinks she's still a good person and has to send an email to HR to explain to him why she's mad that he's not gay. I have no more words. It's all absolutely ridiculous, but par for the course at this particular point in time in the backwards bizarro world. So, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and of course, subscribe.